So Arzu, there is, global already. It's not even just Europe, is it? I mean, in Canada, Quebec just passed a law as well, as you well know, of course, Arzu, about that, also about religious symbols and religious, garb, essentially. Do you think that in many ways that the religious communities worldwide actually need to unite, and especially, of course, the Muslim community globally on such issues? Because it's not just about, just a face veil, for example, right? It's more than just that.
It is on paper more than just that, and certainly there have been Christians, there have been Sikhs, there have been Jews who have been caught up in these laws. It's not to say that it's all been exclusively Muslim. But I don't think in any of those situations, you mentioned Quebec, we have France, and these have been rumbling on in sort of Francophone for a little bit longer than they have in the English-speaking kind of settings. There really hasn't been a doubt in those settings that the primary target has been Muslims. So yes, there should be unity. It doesn't even have to be just with other religious communities. And there are also, some kind of things we have to be wary of in those alliances. But across the board with civil rights and political rights activists and so on and so forth, I think it really just boils down to a kind of very basic understanding of justice. And, there's only two sides to that. You can be for it or you can be against it. And ultimately, and I mean, just going back to this point about Muslims feeling they're victimized, et cetera, when the state is kind of quite overtly bringing in laws that target you, albeit that they will word it in a way that doesn't let them fall foul of their own kind of anti-discrimination laws or higher courts, which is why this kind of thing is always framed within, it's face coverings or it's religious symbols. Ultimately, the primary concern of Muslims and Muslims themselves need to have some kind of courage to stand up for their convictions.